was
Good afternoon and good morning, good evening world. Ayan, magandang
yes po.
welcome.
Sa ating YouTube na na nanonood naman kasi kanina nag-live ay nag-greet na tayo doon sa may
Nag-greet na tayo
Facebook.
sa
So,
Facebook
nag-greet na
kanina. Oo.
kanina, but now that we are live already in our show sa YouTube, once again, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening po sa lahat na nanonood sa atin, and salamat once again for dahil tinatangkilik tayo mga partners. So
Hmm.
so salamat po sa lahat na nag-subscribe at saka nanonood patuloy. Okay.
Eh?
Hello and welcome again to another show of the Reunion, the Love Hour series. And we hope that you would stay with us for the entire hour to listen to
Yeah.
us talk about love and everything else involved. And we hope that from our conversations na may mapulot naman silang wisdom and knowledge and morals, whatever. And we hope that you would enjoy somehow listening to everything that we are saying. So, hello and good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everyone, wherever you are in the world.
Yes po.
Hello, partners.
Yes,
Ayan,
partners.
yes. Well, to start with, no, we have already announced and greeted and condoled with the family earlier kanina
Yes.
sa Facebook. Okay? But we would like to once again condole with the family partner na Lizette, the host
Yes.
natin from Gakula family for the passing away of Manang Beck, our Dr. Rebecca Gakula Basiliano. No? She passed away a few days ago. It's indeed a big loss sa ministry kasi maliban po sa doktor siya, active din po siya sa ministry.
The ministry.
Yeah, so we condole with the family kay Manong Abner and the kids, no? And of course sa mga kapatid, kina Mamang, kina
Mama.
Ma'am Gorospe, no? And of course
Mm-hmm.
sa Basiliano na side. May God's comfort be with you all, and alam natin na masyadong mahirap ang
Mm-hmm.
panahon ngayon, no? when you get sick nga lang, nagkakandara pa na yung family circle, how much more in times of bereavement like this. Well,
Mhm.
Yeah.
maybe mga darling, no? Kasi lately, dalawa kayo ang naka-experience nito. Maybe sa ating talakayan ngayon, we would talk about how difficult it is, or the love that would be, saying goodbye to a loved one.
Mm.
Maybe yan
Especially
Yes.
pag-usapan natin. Oo.
this
Uh,
period of time na talagang yun nga we encounter such problem because of this pandemic na pati yung ating hindi lang buhay natin but even during the time na yung talagang nawalan ka tapos yung talagang wala kang magagawa sa buhay. I mean wala kang magagawa doon sa for someone whom you really cherish, whom you love, talagang dagdag ng hirap ng loob, ng damdamin, ng lahat. Ang hirap, partner, ang hirap.
Hmm.
Ako maraming times pa ng na sa gabi nagigising ako talagang umiiyak ako na hindi lang minutes ha, there was a time na parang 2 hours ata na yung parang kinakausap ko yung sarili ko, parang kinakausap ko siya na nandiyan lang sa tabi. Then also I'm talking with God na yung hindi ka hindi mo sinisisi ang Panginoon dahil alam mo na nandoon na siya sa kamay ng Panginoon. Pero yung especially sa amin, pa lang 18 months pa lang mga partners na siya na kinuha na talagang, and the child is really lovable. At saka sabi ko nga doon sa pinost ko sa Facebook, it's junior ko yun pinangalan sa akin ng aking pamangkin.
Mhm.
Okay, it's because sabi niya, tita, ito yung one of my way of appreciating you. Sabi niya, for helping me. Kasi yun nga, ako nga nagtustos din. I'm the one also help her na nag-aral siya. So sabi niya, yun, pinangalan sa akin. Plus, dinagdagan dahil sabi niya, it's God's answer also. So, Sofia Elise yung kanyang pangalan. So, yung talagang parang ikaw yung naging nanay na rin. Tapos ako yung first sa family na nakakita sa kanya nung ipinanganak ha. Kaya ang dami kong talagang pinander during the time na from the very ng before na ipinanganak yung sa sinapupunan pa lang. I'm so sorry Kat if I will be sharing this to our viewers, but then during that time syempre kasi yun nga ang sabi natin sa atin dialect na yung nalangkuyan ba.
Mhm.
Okay, so nalangkuyan siya wherein parang hindi namin inaasahan na yung pagdating niya. But then of course, talagang we really do accept and love the child kasi pangalawa nga siya. So it's really very very painful. Tapos yun din ang nagbibigay ng joy doon sa lola na nasa Dubai kasi every time na before she sleep or when she wake up, whenever na ang tawag nito, whenever na break time niya, yung parang lahat ng oras na nandoon nakatutok doon sa apo, paano niya minomonitor din yung apo. Although, dami-dami kaming napapander kasi 1 month, mga partner, 1 month pa lang yung baby din. Iniwanan na ng nanay para magtrabaho din sa Manila. She is a nurse. And during that time, sabi ko, God, I don't want to leave. But then if this is also a way, syempre na makapagtrabaho kasi pag dito lang siya, yung kanyang sahod, tama lang sa babasahin niya araw-araw sa allowance niya. So when nung tita niya sabi niya there was an opening doon sa Manila kasi needed nga. So she went to Manila to work. So isang buwan lang yung bata, iniwanan doon sa lolo talaga, yung sa ama ng pamangkin ko. And kami, tulong-tulong din. And during the time, it's a peak of it's a peak of pandemic. So maliit sila para kami makaalis ng bahay din at saka makiki tawag mag aliw-aliw. So dinadala namin sila doon sa bukid. So, nakabalot, tapos may dala kaming aboy-aboy, yung kanyang, ganun yung ginagawa namin, dala namin sila ng gatas, at saka pinapatulog doon ng tapos gumagawa kami ng mga kung ano-ano lang doon sa may bukid. So, ang dami-daming naming, then she is also the one that gives us joy na yun talagang amidst of those, anong peak ng pandemic na yun, mga partner, yung parang sila yung naging yung yung source ng strength mo, ng joy mo din na although ang hirap kasi syempre dalawang lalo na dun sa lolo, dalawang bata yung kanyang tinitake care ang hirap yung attachment nila talaga sa amin nga kasi separate kami ng bahay pero still the pain is there talaga ang hirap-hirap ang hirap tanggapin ang hirap tanggapin. Pero yung yung pinaka-consolation mo naman doon, it's because you knew that she's in the mighty hands of God. Sabi nga nila, mayroon na angel kami sa langit. Yun. Kaya every day kami nung time na nag-grieve kami talagang parang sabi ko nga kay ma'am, hindi mo na ako papasok kasi talagang hindi ko kaya, hindi mo kaya na So lahat kami nasa isang lang nag-GC kami, tapos doon ng conversation lahat. Yung yun ang ginawa namin for several days na talagang kami, nagkukwentuhan kami ng magkapatid. Tapos pinapanood namin yung mga pictures niya, yung mga videos na ginagawa nila para at least somehow although masakit pag nakikita mo siya, tapos iyak kami, tapos tawanan dahil doon sa joy na binibigay ng bata sa amin. Then the saddest thing pa din, kasi yung kanyang ate, it's only magti-turn 3 years old. Tapos syempre, hinahanap yung kapatid. Hinahanap, Pia, parang ganon. And they shared na mga pagkain ng dede. So during the time, ang sakit din ng kalooban nung makita mo yung isa na ayaw kumain talaga, partner. Lahat ng mga gusto nila na eating together, ayaw niyang kainin during the time. Ang hirap namin pakainin. Tapos minsan, yung gatas, may titira siya. Sabi nung lolo niya, ba't hindi mo inubos? Sabi niya, Pia. Ibig sabihin kasi nagsishare sila na understandable na sabi niya ititira niya para doon sa kapatid niya. So ang iba yung yung pakiramdam mo pag ganon. So sa din sa mga fruits ganon din. Ganon din yung nangyayari. Tapos noong ginawa naman ng nanay para at least somehow maibsan yung pangungulila nung bata. Mayroon yung personalized na pillow. Yung pillow, pinagawa niya, yung picture, pinagawa niya ng cover ng yung pillow. Tapos akala naman nung baby, kasi hindi pa naman niya alam, nung gano'n, so sabi niya, Pia, akala niya doon kasama ni mama niya sa Maynila. So, tuwang-tuwa naman na siya nung nakita niya, and parang nabuhayan naman ng yung pag-asa na ayun, yung kapatid ko pala akala niya malayo lang na nandoon sa mama. Siguro yun ang isip niya kasi you could see in her face na talagang galak na galak nung nakita yung kapatid. Tapos nung umuwi, kasi nandito ngayon yung yung pamangkin ko, almost 3 weeks na siya ngayon na nandito, umuwi siya. So, nung nakita niya, yung pillow na lang. Pero we're grateful and thankful because looking into the pillows doon sa sa kapatid niya, na-revive yung kanyang again yung desire niya na kumain ng lahat. Nung dati na ayaw niyang kainin yung mga fruits, doon sa gata, yung sa pagkain talaga. And ngayon, okay naman na siya. Pero yun nga, yung family, still, kasi ang hirap pala, ganun pala kahirap. Lalo na hindi mo nakita diniretso na sa ano, diniretso na sa kabaong. Tapos yung kabaong pa mga partners, yung nilagyan sa kanya kasi walang kabaong na ano available para sa mga bata. Yung for adults, yung kanyang kabaong na nilagyan, yung parang ang ano ba, ang talagang saklap ba na ano mo tapos during that time dito sa Iloilo walang cremator ano tawag nito na available, so hindi din namin na cremate kasi we plan supposedly we plan na i-cremate tapos yung ash niya ano lang at least para somehow maging kasama mo siya pero wala din nangyari kasi walang available dito na for cremation during that time dahil punong-puno yung ano
Puno na.
oo yung tawag nito, hindi po
Schedule.
pwede. Oo, yung schedule. Tapos may ano pa, tawag nito, yung machine ata nila, it's not functioning well during that time. So, talagang saklap, yung talagang ang saklap ba, parang lahat ng ano mo na nandoon. Kaya, ibang-iba eh. Oh, sige,
By the
partner
way,
Liza.
sa mga kaibigan po ng Basiliano and Gacula family, kung gusto niyo po makita yung video no, na ginawa ni
Liza.
Lizette, no, tribute
Mm.
kay Manang Beck, no, search niyo po sa YouTube yung account ni Lizette, Lidycat, and then search niyo po yung Dr. Rebecca Neri Gacula, Basiliano. Ayan. No? So just click that one or yeah, tawag dito.
Sa comment section,
Search niyo
pwede
po 'yan.
i-leave mo
Ah,
yung ano, i-leave mo sa may
Yung
comment
link,
section sa my YouTube mo under this video
pwede.
yung link doon para i-click na lang nila diretso na.
Mm.
sa YouTube, ano,
Sa may comment section, ilagay mo yung link para i-click
sa
na
comment
lang nila.
section. Okay, sige, sige, sige.
Mm.
Okay, sige.
Parang dali lang na ano. So,
Okay.
yun talagang ano no, ang hirap ng buhay natin nasa ganitong sitwasyon tayo na ano, yun nga kung magkasakit ka talagang hirap. Tapos during ng ano nung time plus syempre hindi namin hanggang ngayon hindi namin alam kung anong variant siya. Wala pang dumarating na ano na result kung anong variant kasi yun nga ang kanilang sabi. Pero until now, we're waiting, of course, for the result of what variant doon sa bata. So I don't know how long. It's almost 2 months already. 1 month and a half. Oh, 1 month and a half.
Ikaw, partner, how are you coping up there?
Hmm.
Not so well, but getting there kasi it happened last Thursday na. I was having lunch with some Filipino colleagues at that time. And then earlier even, one Pinoy colleague na nag-ikot pa nga humihingi ng abuloy for another Filipino na nag-retire na. She's a nurse. And I think she worked here for almost 30 years as a nurse tapos nag-retire na. And her son died of COVID, I think also. So, umiikot-ikot yung isang colleague ko na Pinoy na humingi ng abulay na ipapadala dun sa kay Madam Nelia. And then, an hour later, Dr. Connie Onato Basiliano Pasamente, she's the sister of Uncle Abner, no? Sister-in-law ng aunt ko. She sent me a message telling me na my aunt is gone and I did a double take na kasi a few days before that she was on her way to recovery na and that positive na yung parang
Response.
balita na she's recovering na and then all of a sudden ganon and then a few seconds later tumawag si Tita Connie sa akin and told me about it. And at that time, I was crying and parang hindi masyadong nagsisingkin, but I was crying over it and worrying about her because she was crying really and hysterical level siya. Kinakabahan ako sa kanya. Baka ma-heart attack siya or ma-stroke siya in her, grief. So I was a little concerned. Pero hindi ako makabuelo na to process the news. And then Jerilyn also called, and Jerilyn was also crying hysterically. And then and my worry, mas nag-worry ako kay Jerilyn because she's also sick, no? And she shouldn't go. Remember, our liver is in charge of all our, emotions, and she has a liver problem, and I'm a little scared for her. And then Mama as well, she's also sick, and with a heart ailment. So if she knew about this, she might, also get sick and all. And these things are my main concern at that time. So it wasn't until evening when it finally, I finally realized she's gone. And my first instinct was regret, regret. Kay, it's been 2 years since I last came home, and in my last trip to Iloilo, I didn't even get to see her during my vacation. She was busy at that time. Hindi siya naka punta ng Iloilo, and we didn't get to see each other. We also didn't have a chance to go to Asturga to visit her at that time. Although we went to Rojas City for for a day, na kumain lang kami doon sa may baybay, and then came back to Iloilo. It was too late to pass by Asturga and drop by to
Malayo pa
see
naman
her.
yung Asturga sa Capiz,
Kaya nga,
'di ba?
it's around
Oo,
from the Banwa, from the poblacion, it will take
almost 1 hour pa ata.
mga
Mm.
30, it's 30 kilometers away pa. So we didn't get to pass by her place. So I didn't get to see her even in 2019 on my vacation on 2019. So it's been 3 years since I actually physically saw her. And that's, parang ganun ba, na she has always been, when I was growing up, I only got to see her during vacation time, yung mga school break when I was in elementary. And even tapos nung high school, napunta ako ng Iloilo because it was her graduation sa medicine sa Iloilo Doctors. No? Graduation niya noon. So we all went to attend her graduation, and that's the first time I stepped into Iloilo. And after staying there for a few days to celebrate her graduation, my mom decided na mag-settle kami sa Iloilo, na mag-aral kami sa CPU. It was because of her graduation.
Mm.
Hmm. So
So,
then
kumbaga,
we
partner,
all lived in Auntie Beth's house sa San Isidro, remember?
Hmm,
mm.
So she lived there, and then I lived, and my sister lived there with Auntie. So that's how we got closer, no? Yeah, because we lived together until such time na nag-review siya for board exam, physician board exam, and after that, nag-duty siya sa Iloilo Mission Hospital and everything, and then after that, she went again for, I think sa St. Luke siya nag-specialization, and then she came back and went back to Iloilo Missions Hospital and everything. So that's how we grew closer, no, because of that. And then she got married and eventually moved to Capiz. And she would, often shuttle to Iloilo to visit us, always make dalayan siyang pagkain, bigas, gulay, etc., seafoods from Capiz, She would always pass by when we were still studying. Always na pag binisita kami, may pa suksok, She's
walang
always
gutom yun sa bahay
generous.
nila.
Oh, they pasuksok. And
You know
then
what?
sometimes during vacation we would go to Capiz, and I would help out in her clinic and pharmacy. Ako yung nag-initial inventory, gumawa ng inventory ng pharmacy niya noon. Diyos ko dahil. That's how
One
the relationship was. No, it's just visiting us and us visiting her in Capiz. So, And
I
we
also had this one funny experience with her. Dalaga pa siya
mm,
nun, partner. Dalaga pa siya nun. Nasa hospital din kami nun.
oo, kasi
Ah,
best
Good
friend niya
afternoon,
yung
Uncle Rush.
best friend niya si
Best
tita
friend
ano.
niya yung mga tita ko. Yung mga tita
Mm.
ko, best friend niya. And then we were talking about kung magpapakasal siya, magpapakasal daw siya, ang gagawin daw niya is hindi siya mag-high heels, but she would bit-bit. As in, literally bit-bitin daw niya yung high heels niya from the door to the altar. At sasayaw daw siya sa reception. Yung tipong ganon. So,
Ah,
sabi ko nung kinasal na siya, edi we were there actually yung the whole family were there. Tapos sabi ko, Manang Bek, o, di ba sabi mo wag kang mag-heels, o. I dare you.
hindi nga siya nag-heels. She was
Kunin mo yung
like
heels.
wearing
Oo.
like a one
Maliit lang.
inch
Di
na
ba?
ano,
Sabi ko,
oo,
oo.
na
Correct.
shoe,
Sabi ko, I
pair
dare
of
you na.
shoe.
Kasal mo na ngayon. Bitbitin mo yung sapatos.
I think April was
Flower
junior
girl.
bridesmaid or flower girl sa
Flower
kasal niya,
girl
si
pa lang sa
April,
April nun. Oo.
na sister
Yes.
ni Rails during her
Yes.
wedding. Oo.
Yan. We would like to
Oo.
say good afternoon po kay Uncle Rush Villanueva watching right now sa Facebook. Yan.
Mm. I
Okay.
think Edwin
All
is
our
watching
friends,
now also.
to
Edwin
all our
loves
friends right
my
now
loves.
Hi, Edwin. Kabsat.
watching on Facebook and YouTube, we are talking po ngayon about love or saying goodbye to
Goodbye.
our loved ones who have gone before us, especially ngayong pandemic. No?
Mm.
Ano ang struggle, ano ang hirap na dinadaanan ng mga family, no? And
Family.
how did they overcome itong
Mm.
mga situations na to. So if you have your stories or if you would like to share something, no,
Something. Mhm.
please feel free to drop us a message, okay? And then partner, for sure nababasa mo diyan sa comment section natin. Si Reniel is also extending his prayers for you. Si Reniel is isa sa mga anak-anakan ko. Yan. So, condolence po, tita. Praying for your family. Yan. Thank you, Nak. Okay.
So to
That's it.
continue yun, when I sat down that evening crying and everything, and because I regretted not seeing her for 3 years, yun, parang I suddenly remembered photos of her, like I want to etch what she looked like in my brain, because it's been too long. And even during this time I'm here, we would only greet each other. She's too busy to indulge in social media. So she would be rarely in social media. But during special occasions like birthdays and Christmas and New Year, we would greet each other. Asta, are you? Kumusta na? Not even a long conversation or a long chat. Just the basics, no, on how to, you ask, kumusta na, etc. Ganun lang.
Mm,
So, yun yung pinaka-regret ko. I wish that kahit na nung nagkasakit siya, because na COVID, nobody can visit,
Mm.
no? And she's also in ICU or fighting for her life. And Portia is overwhelmed with taking care of her entire family. Positive silang tatlo eh. Si Uncle Abner, si Dave, and Auntie. And Uncle Abner eventually also got hospitalized. Thankfully, Dave wasn't hit so badly. So Portia was taking care of everything plus on top ng duty niya. And I don't want to annoy her with trying to ask how is everybody. Nag-refrain ako for asking for news from her. So nakikibalita lang ako kay Jerilyn kung what's been going on.
mm,
So parang because I rarely get any news. So when it happened, hindi ko ma-fully process on why so sudden? Kasi nga it's too far in between yung mga updates.
mm,
So it's too difficult to process. And since she's COVID, as protocol, yun nga, cremate or whatever. And since then, we didn't get any news as to what happened. Na-cremate na ba siya or what? Nothing. So when I thought of, I have to preserve some form of memory of her. So I scoured my entire hard drive that I have with me for pictures of her and tried to arrange it in some sort of chronology, no, yung parang timeline. And it's just pictures of her. And as I'm making, I look like I'm a crazy person, like crying and putting these photos together and then made it into a video. I tried uploading it in FB, but because of the malaki yung file,
File.
bawa, hindi kaya.
Mm.
So,
I
napilitan akong ilagay sa YouTube, but hindi ko siya pinablish until, kasi sabi nga ni Jerry Lynn, don't try to post anything yet until we receive official statement from the immediate family. So in the morning, the next day, when I saw Dave change his profile photo to one with him and his mom, that's when I published the video and posted it and tagged all members of my family and members of the Basiliano family na FB friends ko
mm,
to these are photos from my archive. I'm sure they also have photos of her with them together, so but I don't have access to this, so I only have these photos, no? And some I grabbed from the post of my cousins who posted earlier. No? So yun ako. Although after I posted the video, some more photos came out, sa mga timelines sa mga pinsan ko. But I feel like I want to preserve a memory of her, by putting all these photos together because, di ba, namatay din yung father ko before. And as time goes by, as years go by, your memory of your lost loved one, it fades. And thank God for these photos.
mm,
That when you see them, you recall, this is how he looked like. This is
Mm.
how he was. Ganun eh. As time goes by, even my memory of my father, it fades. So I said that I should compile these photos as a memory of her na kahit ilang taon na lilipas, these photos will immortalize her,
Yes.
so to speak.
Yeah.
So that's what I did the entire evening. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't eat. Even in the morning, I couldn't. Like, I was lying in bed. I was so restless. My brain is like full of regret. I could have talked to her, etc. Those kinds of things, come into your mind, and then you cannot eat, you cannot sleep. And then in the morning, wala ang ganas, nagsululu ka pa, and everything. Then my friend called me and told me, you have to take care of yourself. Sabi niya, you haven't been eating. So you have to force yourself to eat. Thank you, Frisia, for that. I needed somebody to talk to, and you called. Or, and I'm grateful. So after that, I tried to eat, just so may laman yung stomach ko, and tried to divert my attention kasi I'm really, you know out of it, so I tried to do house chores to distract myself. I had music playing so that it won't be so depressing because I live alone, no? I have nobody here, so I had the music playing just so it won't be so silent. It's like deafening na yung walang ingay but myself, no? Kaya I had music playing in the background as I was doing my chores. And then my friend said, dapat wag kang mag-isa dyan. Baka mamaya ma-depress ka dyan, sabi. So
mm,
they took me out yesterday afternoon, William and Lorena. They brought me sa my Ibre Reservoir and we did barbecue. So the entire time that we were there, I guess I was hungry. I was finally hungry. So, Lorena cooked really delicious kuchinta. So I
Wow.
ate the kuchinta and then I also made a little yung spring rolls.
Mm.
So we ate that. And then, yeah, when the barbecue was finally ready, so we sat down, and ate and talked. And we talked mostly about other things. So it kind of diverted my focus. And then after, we stayed there like 6 hours from 5 p.m. until 11 p.m. We were there. So during we sang along even with the music. So for some hours, I was able to come out of the grief and you know. But when I came home,
Yeah,
Balik ng
pag ikaw na lang nag-iisa
I was
naman na,
alone
yun
again.
ang, yeah, ano na naman yun,
yan
parang
yung ano, yan
cycle
yung
na naman
mahirap
yan.
'pag
Yun ang
nag-iisa ka
Oh,
lang.
mahirap na ikaw lang
Yes.
mag-isa. How
and
you
then
will
this
handle it.
morning,
Yeah,
even
okay
though
lang kung
the
may kasama
alarm
ka.
was blaring, I couldn't even get myself up. No, it took hanggang 30 minutes later for me to finally leave the bed.
Yung
Like,
parang
I
ayaw
don't
mong
have the
mabuhay.
energy to get up.
Partner, Lou is extending her sympathy as well. Ayan,
Oh, thank you, anak. Thank you, anak. So, later, kanina, honestly, I didn't want to be in the show because I know I'll be a mess somehow. Pero,
yun nga kanina sabi ko,
oh,
teka, magwa-1:30 na, mga dalaga ko wala pa ring
yeah, and then
ingay sa
at
GC,
the
mga
final,
dalaga ko.
sabi ko,
Hmm.
I must
Oo, sabi
as
ko,
well join the show.
nakakaya
Perhaps, it
nakakaya
will
kaya nila
distract
isip
me
ko,
a
pero
bit.
sabi ko,
Hmm.
Something
but
to
I know
do
you're a strong
and
person,
oo.
darling. So,
Hmm.
oo.
Sabi ko,
Eh,
instead
nagulat
of, yung parang magluksa alone, I might as well be with you guys.
Yeah.
hindi
Di
naman
So
ba
tayo
yung sa
gusto.
amin, yung nangyari din yun sa amin, Friday yun eh. Friday tapos nung Saturday pa. Yun ang pinakaano kasi hindi namin alam kung anong oras kukunin yung bangkay at saka anong oras ililibing. Kahit sa libing hindi mo makikita. Yung parang ganon, ang hirap talaga na you would never know kung maayos ba siyang ilalagay doon sa ano niya, sa kanyang buti naman nakaano sila, nakapantheon naman na. Maganda naman yung ano, yung tawag nito yung pinanglibingan sa kanya. So, yun ang ano yung isa yun sa mga tawag nito. And talaga ang hirap talaga. Kaya sa amin naman, partner, yun nga, yung iba hindi nila nakikita pa yun eh kasi she's only 18 months nga. My brother at saka yung sister ko na nasa abroad din. Hindi pa yun nila nakikita kasi nito pang either nitong September or October pa yung isa kong brother tapos mga yung sisters ko at saka sister-in-law and my sister and the other brother that I have dapat sa next year pa, February. Kasi may plan nung wedding nung pamangkin ko na isa. Kaya sabi nila, hindi pa nga namin siya nakikita, wala na. So, really, it's the memory. So, yung ginawa naman, yung lola naman, kasi she's the one always online, she's always the one who took the picture. So, every day, sabi niya, to remind us and to see her smile, laughing. Sabi niya, every day, I will have it posted in my wall. Sabi niya ganyan, oo, Facebook niya, to remind. Sabi niya kung ano siya kasaya, kung paano sila nung hulitan ng nung kanyang sister, paano niya kinukulit yung tatay niya, yung parang ganun kasi talagang wala talaga. She never experienced na ang noong araw na yun actually they went daw sa bahay kaso lang wala si nanay. Pero noong pumunta daw sila doon, nakadalawang saging pa siya. Kumain siya ng dalawang saging. Tapos nung umaga, kumain siya ng mais. Tapos wala siyang wala man lang, hindi man lang nilagnat, hindi man lang sinipon, hindi man lang inubo. Wala talaga. Tsaka they look healthy. So that's why we don't really know kung anong talagang anong nangyari na bigla-bigla laang. Pero we could always, that's why I'm playing, even now I'm playing the video that my sister is uploading online. Pag medyo naalaala ko siya kasi I don't have much, of course, of the tawag nito, of the file. Plus, syempre, the last time that I was with her was nung umuwi ako. Kasi several, mga almost 2 months ata na hindi rin ako nakauwi nung or more yeah, almost 2 months na hindi ako umuwi dahil yun nga, dahil lockdown, tapos ang hirap din dahil maraming cases doon sa Banwa. So I don't want also to put myself into trouble, and so nag-reframe ako of going home every week. And so nung na last na yung talaga yung pag nakita ka nakaganyan ka agad ng kamay niya sa iyo, tapos magpapapa-carry yun. Pero dalawa silang magkapatid, pero syempre yung sister dahil mabigat, siya lang yung siya lang kini-carry ko, tapos she will wear the shoes, of course, at hawak-hawak yung kamay ko, ibig sabihin alis kami kung saan niya gustong pumunta. Pero I only spend mga ilang minutes lang nga minsan, hindi pa oras, kasi yun nga, alam naman ninyo ako, pag umuwi ako, parang lang ng puwet, tapos alis na naman na.
Puwet
Pero
talaga.
syempre, it's because
Hindi puwedeng
I'm
paa.
helping also my sister. Oh, I'm helping my sister doon sa store kasi nagka-store kami doon sa sa kanto. So I'm helping her. So yun lang, ang the usual lang, hug them and kiss them, tapos konting several minutes, of course, of playing with them. Yung parang ganon, kwentuhan lang. Pero during that time, parang gusto niyang sabi ko, oh, sige. Actually, parang sinama ko siya, pero doon lang sa kabilang bahay sa sister ko. Tapos bumalik naman na kaagad. Wala na. After that, wala na. Then pumunta ako nga ng store. So that was the time na talagang lang, yung itsura niya na yung gumaganyan ng kamay, naka-extend ang kamay niya na gusto niyang mag-ano sa'yo, na magpa-carry lang. Tapos pag tumatawag kami, minsan sa kanila nanonood lang ng video din, kumakain, nag-hi lang din, tapos ayan lang, pinapanood namin kung paano sila naglalaro, nagkukulitan ng sister niya. Yun lang ang mo. So sometimes it's really hard if not only that you would be missing these people, but then yung sabi ni partner Lysette, yung paano mo store yung memories that you have, the memories that you have with this person, your loved one, of course. Yun ang yung dapat natin gagawin. Okay? So it's
See,
because
the bottom
sometimes
line here, sige, Mars.
sige. So it's
I think the
because
bottom line here, partners, is that every day of our lives, we should like spend time
yeah,
sa mga mahal natin sa buhay. We should not
take
just
for granted
take it
nung
for granted.
Yeah, take for
Yes,
granted nung
yes,
natin. So
correct.
grab all the
Huwag nating,
opportunities. Yeah,
yeah,
you
let's not
grab all
waste
the
the last minute.
opportunities.
Yes,
Because we don't know when
mm,
these people, 'di ba, will be gone.
correct,
So
correct.
that's why kailangan natin, take whatever means and ways, of course, to
Mm,
communicate with these people, give importance to these people.
mm,
Especially nowadays na yun nga, hindi tayo makakapunta sa kanilang lugar,
mm.
makavisit sila. But then we are so grateful and thankful also to my
Technology.
Facebook, mayroon na sa technology, no? Mayroon na po pwede kang tumawag kahit ilang oras, using that's why we are
Libre.
grateful. Yeah. Okay.
Libre
We
kasi.
are grateful and
Oh,
thankful for the technology that we have now. So
correct.
even how long you would spend that time with these people, of course, na nandoon. So ang lang, it's let's let's value Okay,
Mm.
noong
Yes.
tawag nito, yung time natin together with our loved ones because we don't know when these people, of
Kung
course, would
kailan.
be gone in our lives. So,
Oo.
grab all the opportunities, grab all the means and ways, of course, on how you are going, of course, to feel the importance sa iyong buhay. Kasi if this person would be gone already, yun nga, somehow, ako may regret din ako. May regret din ako kasi yun, instead of going every week, pero yung concern ko naman yung health ko dahil syempre, di ba, may asthma din ako. Ang hirap, 'di ba? Allergies ako sa mga fumes, allergies ako sa mga ano. But then I'm so grateful and thankful because that's also my prayer na sabi ko, Lord, before ng COVID, talagang nakamask ako bago ako malis ng bahay. So, ngayong COVID ako, every day I need to be to wear a mask, of course, in order for me to go out. But then, my prayer is, sabi ko, Lord, give my body a resistance, of course, na ganon. So, somehow, yun ang ano ko, yun ang parang barriers ko din na to go home because I'm afraid na syempre na ganun ba dahil sa asthma ko na kunting ubo-ubo mo lang or ano ang hirap. And so hindi ako makakauwi every week. Kaya yun ang ano ko din yung regret ko na hindi ko ano na hindi din ako hindi ako makakauwi every week. So yun, that's why para sa akin, yun lang, habang buhay pa yung mga mahal natin sa buhay,
Habang buhay. Habang
habang,
buhay. Yung
habang
accent mo, habang
buhay,
buhay pa yung mga mahal.
yeah,
Habang
habang
buhay.
buhay, habang buhay, sorry, habang buhay, okay, habang
Habang
buhay pa,
buhay.
habang
Hindi yung
buhay.
habang buhay. Habang
Isa
buhay.
din sa
Sorry,
regrets
sorry.
ko kasi
Oh.
nga may ugali ako na I seldom initiate communication.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Ako yung type
Kasi
na
sa
ayaw
learning
kong
process tayo, sa learning
mag-bother.
process tayo
Oo.
bago tayo
Learning process
magwakas.
na tayo.
I don't want to bother people because I am fully aware that people are busy. They
Mhm.
have life to live. They have responsibilities. They have jobs. So unless important, ako yung type na hindi mag-i-initiate ng communication. But if somebody messages me, I make it a point na I would respond. Parang hindi ako proactive when it comes to communication. And I guess that's the
Reactive
reason
ka
why
lang.
I didn't, oo, hindi ba?
Diyan tayo
I
siguro
guess
nakiklik.
among the reasons why I'm regretting this so much, kasi hindi ko siya nakausap. I, I
Yun
have
nga
so
yung
much
ano.
to thank her for, and I don't even remember if I have thanked her enough.
Aroy.
Ay, kung
There's no...
nandyan siya, thank you, auntie. Yung parang ganon. But I feel like I haven't thanked her enough for making sure that my mom is okay. Especially nung time na na-stroke na si Mang. Siya yung takbuhan namin silang dalawa ni Portia when it comes to, medical reasons or even sa tatlong times na ako'y na surgery. Remember, partner? No?
Hmm.
I underwent 3 times surgery, major surgery. She was always with me inside the operating room as an observer. Hindi siya yung part ng team, but she would always accompany me inside the operating room. Always. She was always there. So it's like all these things that she is to me, is always been generous kahit na nagsusweldo na ako noon, partner. Kahit sumisweldo na ako noon, nagtratrabaho na ako noon, she would come home bago siya uuwi. Never was there a time na hindi niya ako, you know,
Pinabutan.
pinabulsahan. That's how generous she was. Auntie, may pera pa naman ako. Kunin mo na pang merienda. Ganon siya.
Nodal moment,
Ganon.
iman ang bikay eh.
Oh, yeah, she's like that, no? And then we are always grateful na yung mga supply ng bigas, yung mga ganung gulay, seafoods. It's always a treat, So, and then yung lalabas kami, kakain din sa labas. But karamihan kasi pag pumunta siya ng Iloilo, it was for the purpose of yung kumpra. I think we call it
Mangumpra
kumpra.
sa Tiangge.
Sobra.
Oo, kumpra sa Changi, para sa
Mangumpra sa Tiangge.
pharmacy, supply sa
Mhm.
uma. You know that, no?
Hmm.
So she's always running here and there. And she would
Pero
drop
hindi siya
by the
gaslim, ha?
house. Oo, she would
Pero
drop
hindi siya
that by the
gaslim.
house. Set, dyan ako mag-breakfast. Ganun siya. So I would make sure that, to prepare a hearty breakfast when she comes. And then after that, she would just lie down on my bed for a few minutes. And, lahat na ko. Like that. And she would be off again. When she's around, she's not gonna be there for a long time, no? Just so, pero she would always drop by. She would always drop by. And in that few moments that she's there, lahat ng pwede niyang gawin,
Parang plan.
she would
Kaya nga ano,
accomplish as
I
her.
totally
Oo.
agree. I
Ganon siya.
totally agree dun sa sinabi ni Lou. We have different languages of love. In one way or the other, you've expressed that you love her and she saw that. Kaya nga,
Yeah.
makonect ko dito sa sinabi ni Lou, no? Tama po yan. No? Individual differences tayo. It's how we show love in different ways. We might not literally say na I love you yesterday, I love you still, 'di ba? But kasi kasi ang galing ko talaga mag-segue palagi, you know. But yeah, we have our own way. Kaya nga po ang challenge na siguro ang learning process ngayong hapon, the main point siguro for us, for all of us is that we should not limit ourselves and wag po tayong maging madamot to show
Mhm.
love, no, to people that we cared for, right? So
Yeah,
even
that's
though
true.
na yun
Malayo
nga
man
sabi ni
siya,
Liza,
malapit man, partner. Malayo siya, malapit man.
correct, oo, no?
Mhm.
Even though we are not that type of person, sabi nga ni Liza kanina na would not taking messaging, yung parang "Ay, hindi ako mag-message kasi baka busy si ganito, busy sa gano'n, di ba? But
Mhm, mhm.
Ganun
even
ako.
drop
I have
of
that
hi,
thing.
kamusta ka? So kung mag-reply
Mhm.
sila, good. Pero kung hindi, okay lang, di ba? So, at least once in a while, you could drop a note and say hi, hello. You know, katulad nung tatlo kami, si Eugene at saka si Cecil. Once in a blue moon lang kami magkita-kita
Ay,
din na tatlo.
yeah, Cecil
Pero,
House. Yeah. Say hello to Cecil for me also.
sige, baka sakali
Nasa US pa
mag-subscribe
rin ba
siya.
siya? She's in the
Nasa New
US,
York
right?
pa rin siya. Nasa New York pa rin siya. Kamukhang-kamukha niya na si Tita Connie. One time tumawag ako sa kanya.
Ah,
Nag
after some people watch that video that I made of Auntie Bikay, like
ah,
more often than not, they would comment, Liza, magkamukha kayo, parang kayo
Kaya
mag-ina.
nga. Oh, may
kaya
picture
nga,
na ano, may
para kayong
picture na
magkabiyak.
dalaga
Mas
siya.
close
Because
ano,
Ano
there was
sabi?
a time I've been always dubbed by my family as the little Rebecca. Para
mm,
kaming
sa
twins
size,
daw.
When I
mas
watched
malapit
that,
pa kayo
that
compared kay
video,
Mamang. Oo, mas
mm,
malapit pa kayong kamukha compared kay
Yung isa
Mamang.
pa
yes,
nga
yes,
daw,
that's
kala
it.
niyo yung isang picture ako. No,
Kaya
it's
nga,
my
kung mayroon doon picture, mayroon doon picture na kung hindi lang talagang parang matagal na, parang ikaw. Akala ko nga ikaw, pero yeah, I know na siya. Kasi
Ayan,
talaga
tumawa na siya.
kamukha kayo. Talagang parang carbon ka,
Ako
hindi
daw yung
para,
Ah,
carbon
pinakakamukha
copy
niya sa
talaga.
lahat. Ako daw yung
Yeah, carbon copy
pinakakamukha
ka.
niya.
pati
Hmm.
sa kanya ka kaya siguro nagmana sa kadaldalan mo, parang si Ate Bikay din. Ang size mo,
Oo.
'di
Yung
ba?
size ko, oo.
Oo,
Diba
parang
sa time
lahat
na
na.
parehas kami kalaki.
Oo, parang sa kanya kaya
Oo.
pinaglihi ni Mamang, eh.
Hmm. Parang nga.
Kaya
Ang agwat namin is only 11 years. Auntie and I is
Okay.
only 11 years apart.
if I
Hmm.
remember it right, the last time nakita ko si Portia, ano pa siya, eh, parang elementary or high school pa ata
Imagine,
siya
this
nung
is
unti.
yung graduation ko ng college, no, engineering.
Hmm.
I was 21, 1 year old si Portia. Eh ngayon, doktor na si Portia. Ganun na tayo katanda.
Nag-engineering din si Porsche.
Yeah,
Okay.
Graduation ko, 1 year old si, ano, si Portia.
Okay. Well, anyway, sige. Final, ano yung learning process? Ano yung mga two things that
Ah,
we can share sa mga viewers natin on, although I have given my share na kanina, kasi inyong dalawa, ano yung mabigyan yung
ako,
learning process, learning lessons learned para at least may sa mga viewers natin.
I guess, I should reconnect. Lalo na itong nasa abroad ako, and I've been in the abroad for 8 years now, or plus 9 years, including Ethiopia, that perhaps I would learn, or go against the grain. Perhaps I should initiate communication now. Kasi yun nga, kuhaan yung masyado sa utak ko na I think I need to reconnect with family and friends. And I'm glad that we reconnected, di ba? Bago nitong reunion, we
O kaya
rarely
nga,
even
blessing
chat
Yeah,
with
blessing
each
sa
yeah,
other.
yeah.
reunion.
That's
Kung
why
walang
nga
reunion,
kaya
wala
tinawag
tayong
natin
episode.
Yeah.
reunion nga eh, di ba? Kasi
Without
it's
this,
because
we
everybody's
don't even message each other for like long time, like
mm-hmm,
Oh,
months.
no? Before the
mm-hmm.
reunion thing?
Yeah,
Before
yeah.
this, we seldom. We only greet each
Yeah.
other
With
during
each other.
occasions, yes, or
Oh.
something major
Mm,
happened.
mm,
Yeah,
mm.
oo.
O kaya minsan
Ganun
The last
ay
time I
tayo.
kamusta
buzzed
lang,
in
And I
ganun
like
lang.
that.
the last time I buzzed in sa Yusef, nagpatulong ako sa'yo sa Excel.
Mm,
That was like years
on
back,
my
oo.
need lang. We only bother each other if there's an important thing to discuss, or to talk about, or to announce.
O
Other
kaya
than
Mm,
kain
that, on
lang.
a normal day, we never chatted. We never communicate. It's, yeah,
correct, oo.
kasi people are busy. People have too much in their minds with pandemic and all. People losing
Mhm.
jobs, people losing focus, people losing, goals, because it's too difficult to plan for the future, because the future is too uncertain these days. You know, so people are preoccupied with a lot of things, and we don't want to be a bother.
Mm.
And I guess that's in yun ang
That's in our mind. Di ba?
oo,
By
We
the
very
don't
way,
want to bother
uh,
other people. It's
tol,
because they have their own
oo.
concerns, di ba?
Ang
Yun ang ano
dami nilang
natin.
yes.
iniisip, andiyan ka pa na
Mm,
kailangan
mm,
niyang kausapin. Parang
mm.
ganun yung
Parang ganun
Pero
ang ano natin. Oo.
feeling
ladies,
mo. Oo.
regards daw, sabi daw ni Rabia, hindi ko alam, baka close si Lu tsaka si Rabia, oh. Ambagan ni Rabia padayon, hugs kaninyong at tatlo and halong gid. Close sila ni
Oh, thank you,
Rabia,
Wow!
oh,
Rabia, Artist
true.
Wow,
Universe
Rabia.
Philippines. Oh, that's
Wow,
so
thank
nice
you,
of her.
Wow,
Rabia.
thank you so much,
Yeah.
Rabia.
Thank you, Rabia.
Thanks,
Salamat.
thank you.
Yeah.
And so,
Okay. Well, anyway, it's time to say thank you ulit, no, sa lahat, and thank you very much. Natawa to you, Silu. Okay. I would like also to say thank you kay Doc Joy Castroverde, no? We're talking last time, and sabi niya, i-update ko na lang daw siya kasi magpo-post siya sa office nila ng mga topics natin, no? So, thanks,
okay.
Doc Joy. She is our
And
342nd.
also, real na from our family, we still don't know actually if there's gonna be a memorial service for my aunt or
Maybe very
something.
soon.
So
Pag
just in case, no,
naka-set.
finally my family and my Basiliano family will decide to hold such a thing. Will properly inform everybody about it. So we'll just stand by, because even I don't know of the plans, no, kung ano what's happening.
Pag naka-adjust na
So
yung lahat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pag
so
naka-settle down na yung
hopefully,
lahat.
whenever a plan for such a memorial service will be scheduled, we'll dutifully inform everybody about it. And for those who express their condolences and sympathies to our family, we thank you, all of you. We thank you for your words of comfort and encouragement. Thank you for my family and the Basiliana family. Thank you.
Anyway, friends, as I have mentioned earlier, Lystet has made a video tribute para kay tita niya, kay Manang Beck. So you just have to search for Livey Cat. Andyan po sa comment section natin, nilagay ko din po yung link dyan, no? So you can just click that out. Okay? And then, of course, for those na mahilig sa mga gaming, salamat din kay John, no? Ayan po yung account niya. And then, syempre, yung mga mahilig mag-music, no? Relax sa music. Diyan po yung J. Hodilia TV. Okay? So, once again, my dear friends, ladies and gentlemen, kay Lou, thank you very much for joining us today.
Yes, thank you,
Sabi ko din sa
Thank
anak.
you,
message, no? Si
Ano na
Rabia,
natin,
close
loyalista
na ni
na. Oo,
Rabia. Oh, okay.
loyalista na natin si Jevelu.
Yeah,
Yeah.
tapos kay Renier, no? Thank you for joining us here, and for the others who have joined us as well sa Facebook, no? We have reached like around 20 na ata yung nandito kanina sa Facebook, no? So, thank you very much, and
Yes,
keep
thank
safe po
you.
tayo.
Mhm.
Okay, so once again, hindi ko po alam kung sino po may sabi nito, but this can also be the words of the Lord para sa atin. God loves us yesterday. He loves us still. He always have. He always will. Okay, partner. Pag masyadong magpaka lulon sa lungkot dyan, ano? Tawa-tawa
Kaya
dyan
nga.
paminsan-minsan.
Edwin
Yeah.
is
It's
here
okay to
also.
cry. Yeah,
His,
it's okay to
my
cry, but
Edwin is already on
dahan-dahan
video.
lang. Ayan,
Oo, nag-online na
Edwin,
siya.
Hi.
hello.
Hi,
Ayan, Edwin,
Edwin.
hello. Ayan, sige. Talk to you soon ulit, Edwin. So, ladies, thank you very much and usap-usap tayo after this.
Okay, thank you.
Bye. Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye, everyone.